Jai Guruji. Guruji definitely gave some hints directly, some indirectly, how we people should be taking our life forward, how we should understand our duties on earth, how best we can cope up with daily situations, what should be our priorities. Some things he did clearly say, but not as a pravachan. Very, very rare times that a number of people who have been sitting and Guruji has been saying non-stop some things for the benefit of a big gathering, Sangat. Most of the times, or many a times, the small groups, 4 Sangat, 6 Sangat, 10 Sangat, he is keeping them behind and talking things for their benefit. And we shared so many moments like these with Guruji, where this was a very, very special blessing, where he's telling us some things that should be done, should not be done. Just a very small incident comes to my mind. The incident is small, but the lesson is very big. There was somebody coming to Guruji since a very long time, and he owned lots of property, many acres of land. Now, when somebody has been coming to Guruji for a long time, Guruji has shown them and blessed them with giving them what their wishes were, and they've been happy that Guruji has sort of accepted our wants and done the needful for us, or saved us from some situation. So there were many people who used to belong to this category, but what was happening, it was limited only to the getting, only to their asking from Guruji, feeling happy if Guruji gives, and if Guruji is not doing what they wish Guruji to do, and then unhappy. And many unhappy, they will leave Guruji. Guruji doesn't do my work. Then they'll go out and ask, ਸਾਡਾ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੋਂ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੋਲ, ਸਾਡਾ ਤੇ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ. So there were different types of sangat, and because of different mentality, or I'll say you're placed at a different in different circumstances of life, that as yet whoever it be has yet not understood the power of the God, firstly. Secondly, even if you've understood the power of God, you haven't understood that Guruji himself is that power. He's still looking above, and he's still treating Guruji as an in-between type of a salesman who is going to, try to show you I'm so great, and nothing more than that there is. So there were categories and categories of people. We shall try to deal with these categories sometimes later. Now there was somebody with loads of money and loads of property, lots of acres of land, and very happy with Guruji. So Guruji, just very, very casually, Guruji said to him, "Tu inne acre apne de de, daan kar de." "हाँ जी Guruji, tu inne acre ki karna, chal tu de de, kuch daan kar de, chal." He smiled, Guruji smiled. That was the end of it. We were sitting there when this happened. Much later, much time later sometimes, we came to learn that of course he did not give his land to anybody. He didn't do the daan. And second information we got was that he has lost all his acres. All his land has been taken away from him. That debate is another debate about why, but it did. The reality remains, this chap was reduced to a pauper. Lawfully or unlawfully, his land is all gone. The correctness of this person, we can't debate about. Did he actually own that, or was he the person who had usurped it, or what was it? Let's not talk about that. We're only talking this man is left landless. He's left totally a pauper, as people, those who got the information, told us at the mandir. So what comes to your mind? Raja te Bhikhari banavet, Bhikhari te Raja. That is the God. Do you think that the Shabad is just a beautiful Shabad and good to listen to, and that's about it? No, that is just the way, and these were just some examples what the God can do, and these are the very incidents that happened when Guruji was sitting, and Guruji showed how he is controlling. Now let's take the other way round. Had he given away his land, I vouch for it. What I have understood of Guruji, he wouldn't have met this fate. That is definitely the way I will look at it. Which other way shall we look at this incident? What is it that Guruji is trying to tell us? Guruji is trying to tell us to do daan. दान करो, पैसा जितना कमाया उसमें से देना भी सीखो. Learn to give. The God gives to somebody in plenty so that he shares. So learn that. If that God could give you so much, and out of that you have given away lots of it, sure he will give you again also. He will give you, and as I suppose, he will give in plenty to that person who will learn to give it also in plenty. You are going to be always full of all the worldly necessities, as you call it, or luxuries, which are actually luxuries, that will come to you provided you still learn to share, especially with your near and dear ones, especially to people in need, especially to the poor. That's a must to help. These are lessons happening right before us. Some things happen directly to us, some things are happening right in front of us for our benefit. This is something that Guruji did start with all of us to learn to part. Learn to part, and don't cling on to all your so-called wealth that you possess. Don't be so fond of all the material possessions you have in this world. Don't try to cling, and don't try to make them your God. Make your virtues your God. Now this thing about sharing, about caring, about giving, it's not that one person has just got to get this lesson. All those who are going to Guruji, if you are walking on the path, if you are picking up things that Guruji wants you to pick up from him with his guidance, you will keep getting these sort of situations in life and learnings in life from Guruji, such that in the end you are the person that God sent you on earth for. That's why they say मोह माया है इस दुनिया में, वो इसीलिए है. It is there for this reason. Are you going to be attracted to that more than what all you're supposed to do in this life? So that's where the trap is, to go this way or to go that way. And in my opinion, it would happen with every Sangat, that this lesson would have to come, should come, but be the taker of these lessons. Taker means Guruji is telling you something, guiding you, hinting to you, take it on. Learn not to fail Guruji, even if you cannot understand. Even if you cannot understand why should I do this? Well, your Guru has told you. Your Guru has said, come on, go and do this, so do it. Guru will say, jump from the floor, jump. Either you believe in him, believe wholeheartedly, or you are not believing in him. Don't dangle in between, and don't play with your own thoughts. Don't make your thoughts complicated. Go one way. Sure, Guruji gives you time. He will ask you to do difficult things at many a times. It's difficult because you're trying to wriggle out of it, so it's difficult. Go with it. Just go blindly, like the child. I'll just tell you about the child who has gone to the caves, the gufa, along with his father, and the child somehow loses the way, and the father is down below, and the cave is all around, and he calls out to the child, my child, where are you? And the child says, Father, where are you? They both hear each other, and the father sees the child up above somewhere, and the father knows it's very dangerous now to frighten the child, and he may fall, he may slip, he may again lose the way, he can get lost. So the father, when he catches contact of the child, And the child looks at the father, and the father says, "Child, jump. You and me may not." The child has full faith in the father, full faith. He does things blindly, and the little child jumps. He jumps, and the father is waiting for him with open arms and holds the child and hugs him. That is the faith. Love and faith. These two things are ruling the world. This is exactly what you have to do with Guruji, our God, our Father. That's just what we have to do. Jai Guruji.